guys.
Hi. Nice to see you guys.
It's a pleasure as well. You guys are our first time appearing on Western media as well, so we're really nervous.
Really nervous right now because this is like the first time that we into English.
Yes.
Don't be nervous.
Sure.
Release.
Thanks.
Release.
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Let it loose.
Yeah, sure.
I was so amazed when we walked into the studio because it is so big. Like everything is massive here, and okay, we understand now why this is the center of entertainment.
Wait, okay, describe that for me because we were watching you guys do joint media pretty often, and you have been on a bunch of Thai talk shows.
Yeah.
But it is different. Like I was looking at one photo of you guys on a couch. You guys were like dressed in like identical colors, and there was not much room behind you.
Yeah. So usually with our setups, back in Thailand, it's a studio, all right, but it's only like one side. So it's only the side that the camera faces, and the rest is just crew and everyone.
Yeah.
So this is very new to us as well.
Yeah, it's like a 360 thing. There's nobody in the room.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Just for all of us.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting us as well.
You mentioned this is like your first time doing Western media. How does it feel to you like even be doing that?
Yeah, for me, I think that I am so nervous right now because like when I was in Thailand, I usually speak Thai. I don't get many chances to speak English like this, but I mean his accent is really good, by the way. That's why yeah.
Your English is fantastic.
Thanks.
Can you please educate me?
Yeah.
On what Thai BL is, because that is the primary vehicle for why you're here doing this Western press, because these shows have transcended borders, languages, generations.
Yeah.
It's the power of this is kind of like once in a generation. And I'm not really blowing smoke. I'm being honest. So can you educate us on what Thai BL is? Because I watch, but explain the genre.
Okay, let me try to put into something that's very easy to understand. So it's like with any other type of film, any other type of series. It's just a genre, right? And I think the main difference between something you would have like over here, right, is that with these plot lines, with these storylines, is that it doesn't really matter who you are, what gender you are, or what it is, right? It's just a love story or any gender coming and playing together out in a series or in a media format. And I think that that's why it has resonated with a lot of people around the world, because it goes beyond normal narratives. It is just basically a story of two people, no matter who they are.
Yep. I agree with him because like when I was in Thailand and when I started to film Boy Love series, right, I thought that actually I was so nervous as well, but I thought that it was something that we have to try and try to represent like the love story and like to open to the worldwide, something like that, because I never thought that we're going to have much fans like this. Yeah.
Let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah, sure.
Is it true that you meet for the first time in just a normal conference room?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, my first time.
So before that, I was already working as an actor and an artist. However, this was my first project as a lead role. And this was also his first project as an actor as well. So
really?
Yeah.
We got into a conference room with a couple of other actors, and at first none of us were really sure what we were there for. We just knew it was this project that needed two leads and needed a supporting cast. So we were basically there to talk with the directors, talk with the producers on what characters there are to play, and where exactly will we fit in within this story, or if we will not fit in within this story or not. And that's how we first met at first, is that we didn't even know we were going to play with each other.
Yeah. What were your first impressions? Did you even have an impression of each other at first?
Like with him?
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, when we were start casting at that time, I just felt like the chemistry, was because before I started all of this entertainment, right, I was a really shy person. That's why before when the director gave me the script, I was so nervous, and I imagined that how could I will like show or try to represent it.
Ooh.
Yep.
Studio's still coming along. We're still working on it.
Yeah, but later after I play with him, I can feel like, yeah, we are much closer, something like that. I don't know how to explain, but
So,
yeah.
Do you remember the first scene that you did together in that
Yeah.
conference room?
So we had 2 separate days, right? The first time we saw each other was in a conference room. I didn't think we really had any impressions of each other because we were just in the conference room.
Yeah.
But we also had a second day where we did like table reads and we had like a chemistry test
Yes.
with each other. I remember when we were there, right? At first, it wasn't me. We kept switching like partners around, and I was in the waiting room and I was watching them, and then he kept laughing. He kept laughing when he was playing with other people.
Yeah.
When he was in the scene with other people, like they took a look at each other's faces and they kept laughing.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
that? Like, could you just not take the relationship seriously?
No,
You couldn't believe it?
At that time, I thought that it was something like I cannot concentrate. You know what I mean, right? It's like when I was doing casting with other actors, I cannot feel like anything. Just his face and trying to like exchange the script, something like that.
Yeah, because it
that's-
was also your first time as an actor.
Yeah.
Right? Or your first audition, your first everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
What drove you to that audition? Like, what pushed you there to begin with?
Actually, when I was in university, right, I never thought that I would have been in this industry at all. Just like someone contact me and then they want me to do like casting, something like that. So then, yeah, I thought that it is a really good time and great opportunity. That's why I start doing this. Yeah.
What was the first scene you guys did together?
I'm thinking it's been quite a few years.
I mean, yeah.
มันคือซีนที่เรานั่งอยู่บนเตียงสักอย่างหนึ่ง
แล้วก็ผ้าห่ม
Yes.
So the first series we acted together was a romantic comedy.
Yep.
And they had us audition a comedy scene, right? It was the 2 main leads together, right? My character was in the bedroom, like partially naked. This guy barges into the room. I cover myself with a blanket, right? He has no idea I'm half naked under.
Yeah.
So he's just like, why are you like hiding under the sheets? Why are you hiding under the blanket? And he just pulls out the blanket. Yeah, that's the scene. So like that was why like at first he couldn't stop laughing with the first few takes because we were trying to get the energy going in that room. Yeah.
Do you remember when the chemistry clicked? Did it click there in that room, or did it take a minute?
I think it clicked in that room.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it's because that I can hold my laugh. You know what I mean, right? Because when I cast with other people, I cannot stop laughing at that time because I think it's something that, like funny. Like I cannot.
It was a funny situation.
Yeah, funny situation. But then when I start to play with him, I can feel like can concentrate. Yeah.
You believe the moment.
Yeah, I believe the moment at that time.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because with a lot like comedy scenes, right? As an actor, right, or as the character, the situation is funny to the audience, but it's not to the character, right? And I think that he had that like revelation moment when we got in the scene together. So it was pretty lucky for us both as well that we found chemistry pretty early.
I'm gonna say you guys have famously not got along at first. You've told that story.
So is that real?
Well, how should we explain this?
I think it's because like we came from like different lives, something like that, because how
So
to
we had like
explain?
very, very different lifestyles.
Yep.
And I think that we clicked very well when working together. But however, when it was off screen, like at first we did try to like connect and we did try to hang out and go do other stuff, right? But at the time we also had the pandemic going on. So there wasn't much opportunity for us to really get to know each other. So we only saw each other in like the studio settings, the work settings, and like the stress and overall everything about like working was already overwhelming us. So it made our off-screen chemistry kind of like a bit off.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because like every time you see each other, you just think of work.
Just
and-
working.
Yeah.
Just imagine that you met someone and working all the time, no free time, no hangout. Yeah, I think it's really hard to getting closer at that time. Yeah.
Because like with coworkers in the office, right? Like you might have like lunch break or something together. Like you can go like hang out after work or something. But at the time with the pandemic going on, it was just like, okay, 6 a.m. to the studio, to the location, do the shoot until like whatever. And then everybody has to go home, social distancing and everything, right? Yeah. So that was why it was really, really hard for us to get along with each other. And we had really like different lifestyles.
Well, explain that. Well, how were your lifestyles different?
I think it's really hard to explain, but like maybe it's because of like I studied in Thai school, like really super Thai school, but like he's graduated from like international school, like so I think that the lifestyle is so different at that moment. Yeah,
I think the easiest way to put it is philosophy. Like we had different philosophies of living life, and that made it really, really hard to connect with each other, especially when you work together often, and you have similar career paths, but your end goals are very, very different.
Yep.
Which made it really hard for us to connect with each other because we didn't really know what the other person was thinking or what they actually wanted to do with each other. So it made it really hard to connect. But one thing that I was really grateful is that whenever we got on screen or whenever there was a task that we had to do, right? We both came together and I think we did our part very well. But apart from that, like apart from work at that time, it was really hard to connect with each other.
I think the main problem is that we never talk to each other about the goals or the problems. That's why it's we can get along at that time.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like you bring up something very interesting. Goals. And the two of you have become this duo that is massive in culture and in this space.
Thank you.
Whether it was planned or not, there was this deep chemistry that was formed between the two of you.
Yeah.
That I mean, you guys, how many movies in are we now?
We played for like five.
This is our fifth.
Yeah,
this is
fifth.
we're about to do our fifth.
Like breaking news, if this wasn't working, we wouldn't be at 5.
Yeah.
And if we didn't get along by the second one, then
Yes.
we wouldn't be at 5 as well.
So can you tell me what changes? Because there has to be, I mean, maybe you guys aren't the best of friends,
Yeah.
but there is a relationship that forms at least by movie number 2, no?
I think we're really good friends now.
Yeah.
I dare say.
Yeah, because I think like everything has changed since like after we finished like the first film, Fish Upon the Sky, right? But then later before we starting to film the second series, Never Let Me Go, like we have a like deep talk before start filming. That's why like we talk about the goals or like the problems, how to change, how to fix this, something like that. Yeah.
What do you realize after that? What do you realize after the first movie that you're like, wow, we need to sync up and understand where we're going? Because clearly your life changes after that, right?
Yeah. I think one of the conversations that changed our relationship the most was probably our goals in life, because I think that with the first project we did together, we had very, very different goals, and we didn't understand each other on what we wanted from our lives, right? So in my part, I was purely like, I was an actor, I was an artist. So what I wanted from my career was to, have many different roles that are different from each other. I wanted to be in the industry for a long time, have this thing last for a while. Meanwhile, with him, when he came in, it was more about of him being able to take care of his family.
Yep.
Right. So with different goals, I think the approach to both of our goals are very different. But since we're working together, right? since the methods are different and the goals are different, and if we don't talk to each other, then that creates conflict.
100%. Like, so you want consistency and you're willing to take risks.
Yeah.
Right? Because your drive and your why, the fuel is
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for the first project, I think I was too young to set the goals. I was just thinking that I want to get money for my family and that's all.
Of course.
Yeah. I never thought that, okay, what should I do for the future, the goals in this entertainment industry. That's why like I just care about the money, something like that.
So did it take convincing to you to say, hey, because like let's talk the it's not an elephant in the room, but like 4 out of the 5 of these movies are series are similar to one another, right?
Yeah.
Yes, my God, I watched a bunch of episodes on what is it called? Rukin. There's like you can stream it in America. It's on this. God, I signed up 2 days ago, and now I get emails from it. Rukitin or something. I'll put a link below so you can watch it. But I also think Rocketin. Thank you so much, Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we stream it on Rocketin here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's pretty cool. Anyway, dude, I love a bodyguard drama action.
Oh, yeah.
So you watched
Yeah.
watched that one. Yeah,
I'm upset. Don't even get me started. But there is a similar theme between at least 4 out of the 5 series you guys have done, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it is kind of anti this idea of being challenged or met with different roles,
Yeah.
project to project, correct?
Yeah, a bit. These challenges are fun. As for me as an actor, I think that since not only with BL work, but with other types of work, right? I think that each has their own like set ground rules on how. So if we're talking from a business sense, right? There's a way in each work has to be marketed, whether it's BL or whether it's music or whether it's just like regular shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think like though there are ground rules set for each of these shows, and I think that it's also a challenge for us both as well to try and diversify and make it different from each other as well.
By the way, Never Let Me Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Never Let Me Go.
So good.
Thank you.
So
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you.
I mean, you're an heir to this powerful, wealthy family. I mean, you keep him safe.
Yeah.
By Never Let Me Go, you're in a different stage of your relationship and chemistry.
Yeah. I think in each of our series that we have done, in all of them, we are in different stages of our chemistry as well.
Do you watch back and see that? Can you notice that in your performance?
Yeah. I usually watch back to my like previous project to like try to see my mistakes and improve myself.
By the way, that's a big thing to do. Like a lot of people are too afraid to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like watching my old works because I feel like sometimes I try to take a mental note on what I need to improve, but I don't want to watch it. I cringe at my own acting.
I was going to say, how do you guys feel about Fish Upon the Sky today? But I guess
that's my
you're
answer.
like-
You know what? Like, I changed a lot since Fish Upon the Sky because like this is my first project, right? And I never do acting before. And then for now, when I look back to watch this project, I feel so cringe and so shy every time. You know what I mean, right?
And when you look back at Never Let Me Go, how do you feel?
I think it's one of the most like the best project for me because like I like the plots of the stories. Yeah, and like I've heard that many fans from different countries like this series as well.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Relationship wise, I think Never Let Me Go has helped a lot in terms of our relationship because we faced a lot of hardships and challenges with the production of this series, and I think that those challenges really gave us an insight on like the type of people that each of us were, and really had us saw like different shades of each other. Because I think that a lot of the times, right, you tend to get to know people very well when they're struggling, and we both struggled a lot with that series, with like everything from like script reading, production, getting into character, and everything. And I think it helped us understand each other a lot more on the different sides that we came from.
By the way, it's like not until you're challenged until you really get to see who people truly are.
Yeah.
What was challenging about it? What was it about those characters that was hard to embody?
Everything.
Really?
It was really everything. It was like the characters, the production.
Yep.
You want to add on that?
Yeah, for me, I think like my character, he's like a bodyguard, right? I think it's really hard to get in because like it's really far from me. Yeah, and like I have to adapt and like to each other, something like that. Have to doing a lot of hard things at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, and production-wise, it was very grueling. Filming hours were insane. The locations were also insane. We barely filmed in studios or in like air-conditioned places.
All locations.
Yeah, we were mostly on location, like on beaches, in the middle of the road at midnight or
Yeah.
like whatever, right? And we had a lot of challenges with production as well. But I think that it was a really good life lesson for the both of us, and
Yeah.
it really helped us relationship wise. Because it's not until you see like each other getting frustrated at things or like seeing what makes them tick off, right? Until you really understand the other party.
Yeah, and also I think like while we were filming this series, we have a lot of deep talk too. Yeah, that's why like we're getting more closer to each other.
Deep talks rooted in what? Goals?
Yeah, I
Dreams?
think goals are like what do I need to change? Like the things that you don't like or I don't like. Yeah.
By the way, those are hard conversations to have. And are you having those on the heels of realizing that this is a partnership that is going to last way more than just 2 series?
Yeah, it was also that as well. We started to see things as more long term with the second series.
Mhm.
So I think that since we both had that mindset, it helped us connect a lot more, and it also helped us understand each other more.
Do you remember the moment you realized that this was going to be a partnership that lasted for a minute?
Do you remember? do you have a specific moment in mind?
The
I'm
moment
trying to think of mine.
By the way, like this whole thing is super rare in history.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like a very rare thing to have 2 people who have built this chemistry on and off screen and been able to carry not one but many
I think
shows.
the thing that I told myself at that time is that I need to respect him. Like when we were working together, like doing something, I think the most important thing is to respect and understand. Yeah, that what makes me change a lot at that time.
How's respect in what situations?
I mean, in everything, in every work, you know what I mean?
We had a moment during filming on the second series where we were arguing with each other.
Yeah.
We had an incident where we both didn't respect each other. We didn't respect each other's time. We didn't respect each other's work and each other's goals. And that became like a really big argument between the both of us during filming. And while that lasted, I think we both had this like realization that this could potentially end this. And I think that moment really helped the both of us realize that, oh, but this doesn't also have to be the end. This can also be like be the start of something new.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I think that we both learned to respect each other's boundaries, respect each other as friends and as the roles we were carrying, and I think that helped a lot in building this chemistry that we have now.
How is that disrespect manifesting? Was it showing up late, showing up unprepared? What was it? Like, what was the catalyst of that whole thing?
I started to look at myself first, and then I started to change myself, like in terms of how to manage my anger or like every emotions that like I have to express at that time. Because at that time while we were filming Never Let Me Go, I was just 21. Yeah, 21. And then I thought that the really bad thing is that using like anger more than like consciousness, something like that. Yeah.
Anger is the easiest emotion to feel.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I also overstepped my own boundary
How so?
with scenes or with like little things on how we choose to our acting choices or like the way we deliver our lines or small stuff like that. And since that we sometimes had like creative differences or a lot of things that were going on, which caused the both of us to, clash a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Does the fan culture around your relationship influence your actual relationship, and did it fuel any of this?
I would say no.
Yeah,
no. Not at all. This is probably this is probably the first show we're also talking about this, like talking about conflict, like the conflict between our relationship openly, because I'm pretty sure that none of the fans have
known this before.
known this before also. Yeah.
Because we have never talked about this before.
Yeah.
Thanks for the honesty. And by the way, conflict is a part of creation.
But
It's
to
a
be
part of
honest,
craft.
I am so happy to talk about this.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, feels good. Yeah.
God,